Scientists have found the mummy of Kui, a nobleman discovered in 2019 to be far older than previously thought. It has been dated to the Old Kingdom, which could prove that mummification techniques were far more advanced more than 4,000 years ago. The sophistication of the techniques and materials used are typical of that seen 1,000 years later. Professor Salima Ikram, head of Egyptology at the American University in Cairo, told The Observer, "If this is indeed an Old Kingdom mummy, all books about mummification and the history of the Old Kingdom will need to be revised. This would completely turn our understanding of the evolution of mummification on its head. The materials used, their origins, and the trade routes associated with them will dramatically impact our understanding of Old Kingdom Egypt. Until now, we had thought that Old Kingdom mummification was relatively simple, with basic desiccation, not always successful, no removal of the brain, and only occasional removal of the internal organs. Indeed, more attention was paid to the exterior appearance of the deceased than the interior. Also, the use of resins is far more limited in the Old Kingdom mummies thus far recorded. This mummy is awash with resins and textiles and gives a completely different impression of mummification. In fact, it is more like mummies found 1,000 years later. The breakthrough will feature in National Geographic's documentary series, Lost Treasures of Egypt, starting on November 7. The mummification discovery will feature in Episode 4, entitled Rise of the Mummies, on November 28. Archaeologist Dr. Mohammed Megahead, who will appear in the series alongside Professor Ikram, added, "If it's really Kui, this is a breakthrough in ancient Egyptian history." The mummy was found in a lavish tomb in the necropolis at Saqqara. Hieroglyphs revealed that it belonged to Kui, a relation of the royal family who lived over 4,000 years ago. Tom Cook, the series producer, explained, "They knew the pottery in the tomb was Old Kingdom but Ikram didn't think that the mummy was from that period because it was preserved too well. They didn't think the mummification process then was that advanced. So her initial reaction was, this is definitely not Old Kingdom. But over the course of the investigation, she started to come round to the idea.